Hi, welcome to feeding your active sourdough starter. Ignore the mess, I just mixed up a loaf of sourdough dough and I made a video for that, so go check it out. Here is my sourdough starter. Just used her. Jar is kind of scary looking right now. I'm going to discard half of it. You can do a little bit more than half. I'm probably gonna do a little bit more than half.
I realized that I forgot to say, when you discard, you don't have to only discard half. You can discard however much you want. You can leave a very little amount.
I'm back. I discarded and I cleaned up the sides of my jar. I'm gonna turn on my scale, put my jar on. It says 482. I know how much my jar weighs because I always write down how much my jar weighs on my lid. My jar weighs 367. So we have 115 grams of active sourdough starter in our jar. I'm gonna feed this 1 to 1 to 1. I like to start with my water. I'm not gonna have enough, so I'm gonna have to go get more. So we're gonna do 115 grams because we have 115 grams of sourdough starter in there right now. Let's go! Yay! That was close. I like to start with the water too because I think it's easier to like clean up, and I don't know, I just like to. Make sure that all of your sourdough is incorporated as well. All right, it's a milky color. We are going to add 115 grams of bread flour now. Let's mix. Fully incorporated. Put my lid on loosely. Put my little rubber band. If you don't have a rubber band, you can use literally anything. You can use an expo marker and put a line. Come back in 24 hours and hopefully bake with it again. I'm gonna feed my other starter. I might discard a lot of it and feed it a 1 to 2 to 2 ratio just for a little science experiment. That's how much she grew. We're gonna go discard. This is what she looks like too. You can see how she's like pretty soapy, bubbly. She's hungry for bread flour and filtered water. This is the one that we fed 1 to 2 to 2. We'll come back 24 hours. It doesn't have to be 24. You can do 12 or just whenever they activate, whenever they double. Hello, I'm back. It's the next day. Starters went crazy yesterday. I'm gonna insert a pic. That pic was at 3:51. Video was over at 12:10. They rose that much in about 4 hours. This one was the one that we fed 1 to 1 to 1, and they both have fallen down. They're not peaked anymore. That's okay. You can still bake with this also. They're not fully activated. This one peaked a lot more and faster because it had less food that it had to work through. So it worked through that food super fast and it peaked up and it bubbled up super quickly. This one took a little bit longer because if you remember, we fed this one 1 part sourdough, 2 parts water, 2 parts flour. Took it a little bit longer to work through. It did peak high. You can see that it peaked all the way up and then it fell. I'm actually gonna put this one in the fridge. You can leave your starter in the fridge for like ever. If you want to bake with it still and keep a healthy starter in your fridge, it's good to feed it once a week, but leave it longer and feed it and it'll be okay. Thanks for watching. I hope you have fun with your sourdough and go watch my bread video so you know how to make a loaf. Not that I know what I'm doing. I don't by any means know what I'm doing, but I'm doing it. Anywho, have fun. Love you.